no surprise about the switch that happened. Tim left, Ruslan came in. For you, I guess how's it been emotionally, just having to deal with the situation in the beginning, and then now what the relationship is like now?
You know what? Emotionally, hasn't been a problem whatsoever, because you know what? It's been a while. It's been a while, and it was a while that I expected it. You know,
Yeah.
it was nothing new. It was nothing like. It was not like an all of a sudden thing. You know, I noticed it. You know, I noticed it with time. It was uncomfortable to me already. Just coming in the gym and just watching the environment around. You know, as a matter of fact, right now, the first week it was a little hard. You know, just trying to figure out something that I already knew was going to happen, but it just took me 1 week to snap out of it. And even though if it was Bradley or whoever it was, you know what? I know Bradley. I know him very well, man. I know that kid. He's a very nice guy. He has a big heart, and I know that everything that happened in this change, it wasn't his decision. It was out of his hands, regardless of what he says. You know, he just has to go home to somebody that is his wife. You know, and I feel really bad for him that he has no control over the decisions he has to make. And I saw that coming for a long time. As soon as he became the manager, I knew things were going to happen. You know, it's either you have to deal with it and humiliate yourself and stay, like the rest of the team is doing, or snap out of it and leave. I never humiliated myself in any way. I just held in there because I really cared for him. You know, I really appreciated him like my brother. I really appreciated Bradley like a true brother. You know, like we were together for so long. And the only little things that bothered me about him, saying that he needed a true person, somebody that was honest and faithful. I mean, come on. I mean, how can you say that if when Antonio fought Victor Ortiz, I was training him and Antonio at the same time, and I sent Antonio out there to fight Victor on his own, and then when Timothy fought Kendall Holt, I sent Julio to fight Rolando Reyes, and Julio loses and he wins. I mean, come on. I mean, I left my family aside for him in various times, you know. But like I said, you know, he has a lot of people whispering in his ear. You know, I feel bad for him. And honestly, right now, the way I feel is I don't feel emotionally in any way. I don't feel hurt. It doesn't bother me. The day I see him, if the day I see Monica, I'm going to thank him for it. Because I'm happier now. I'm happy that the fact that I don't have to deal with all that drama in there. You know, she coming in and controlling everything, you know, every single aspect of the training, every single aspect of the business. I mean, I just really don't agree with it. But right now I'm happier because I have a lot of relief. There's a lot of fighters that are coming to me just because he's not around anymore, because he always had his spot. I could never make plans ahead because Bradley's spot was always reserved. I could not go anywhere. I could not travel. I could not train anybody unless I knew what Bradley was going to do next, when he was going to start training, if he had a date, anything.
So
but
in
now,
a way, you felt like it's kind of holding you back in terms of getting other people.
Exactly. And now that he's no longer part of my team, I mean, I got Ruslan coming in, which is a fighter that gives a lot of action and has a big fan base. And I'm going to do my best to change him and bring him up to a world championship. You know, I got Victor Ortiz. I know that Victor Ortiz, a lot of people don't believe in him. They really lost a lot of faith in him. But I know that I got what it takes to bring him back into another world championship. And right there and then, it gives me a lot of there's a lot of fighters that are right there waiting for me to turn pro. I have Diego De La Hoya coming up, a superstar in the making. You know, honestly, there's a lot of work for me. Eventually, Bradley has maybe one, two, if by far 3 more fights, and he's done. My career is longer than that. You know, I'm gonna have a lot of fights. You know, I'm gonna still move on. You know, nothing ends here for me. There's a lot of opportunities for me, and I'm gonna keep working hard. You know, I just feel better that I don't have to be dealing with a woman coming around and bossing me around. You know, telling me what I have to do, what moves to make. You know, I really hate that. You know, I really hated that, and you know, I'm stress free now. You know, I really honestly, I'm better off now. I don't have to deal with that drama.
So you think, though, in the long run, that you guys will be able to, I don't know about training again, but you'll be able to bury the hatchet and just kind of let bygones be bygones a little bit down the road, you feel?
We have to because
Well, you guys been.
I mean, we've been together for a long time, you know.
Been through so much,
Been through so much, you know. I mean, we started together. We built this together. He made me, I made him. You know, it's not like, oh, I made him. No. There's no such thing. That's bullshit. You know, we made each other. You know, we put in the work together, and we did great things together. We captured 5 world titles. His only loss was to Manny Pacquiao, and that was under my guidance. You know, now I mean, I wish him the best. I wish he can conquer another 5 titles with Teddy Atlas. You know, I just hope that I wish him the best. I hope he wins this fight coming up. You know, I hope that this fight coming up, you know, everything's well and he wins, he's successful, and he gets another opportunity to fight Manny Pacquiao again. You know, I mean, I don't wish him anything bad. You know, everything's great. You know, if I ever see him again, I would tell him, hey, you know what, Bradley, hey, whatever happened, let's move on, and you know, hey, no hard feelings. You know, the only thing that I do is I lost a lot of respect towards everybody else on the team. I lost respect towards Sam Jackson. That's a person I will never shake hands with. I will never shake hands with his own father or James Roosley, because I did so much for them. I always gave everything for them. And in behind somewhere in my head, I have a feeling that they knew about this, and they never told me when we were a team. And even when everything happened, up to this day, nobody has called me to say at least, hey, whatever happened, coach, happened. Let's move on. Nobody. You know, when you're an adult and you're a professional, especially when you're a family man, if it would have been me in a way, okay, Ray Bradley got pushed away from the team, I would have found a way to call the man and say, hey, you know what? I'm still here. No hard feelings. Hey, whatever happened, it wasn't my decision. I have nothing to do with it. Coach, I still want to be your friend. Or anybody else. But up to this day, nobody has called, and I know why. They'd rather humiliate themselves and be under a woman's authorities because they get paid. You know, and that's how it is. You know, of course they're not gonna complain because they get paid. Even if they get bossed around by a woman, it doesn't matter. They're getting paid. That's why they're never gonna complain about anything. You know, that's the way it is. So they'd rather keep them happy than, you know, have the courtesy of calling the guy that was there for them for 10 years, you know? That's the way it is, and it's reality. But with Bradley, I know him. You know, he came in here, he felt bad about it, just letting me know that it wasn't gonna work anymore. You know, he thanked me for everything that I did for him, and I told him, hey, champ, thank you. You know, your family was great. You know, my family was great to you. Let's move on and, you know, hey, do your thing. But let me know. But the only thing that really hurt me was the fact that he told me that if I trained him for the Jesse Vargas fight for a paycheck, that really hurt me. You know, and come on. I mean, when he was going to fight Marquez, it was a $4 million fight. And I was going to pull the plug on that fight 2 weeks before the fight. What was I going to train him for a paycheck against Jesse Vargas when I knew it was, you know, it was something that was easy. He didn't need me. He honestly, he could have beat Jesse Vargas without me. And he said it. But, you know, like I said, and reality is reality. It was not Bradley all this time. You know, it's the people behind him, you know, just telling them what to say and what to do.
Well, time heals all wounds. Well, thank you. It's great seeing you as well.
I have no wounds, man. I'm happy. You know, look, let me tell you something, Marcos.
Yeah.
This is what it is. The most important thing is this. You got to have a great team like the team I have. I have great fighters coming up, and I will make more champions. As long as I have my family, I have my wife, I have my kids, my son in college, my babies that give me all the support and love, the rest doesn't matter. You know, they're healthy. You know, I'm healthy. I keep moving on, you know. I mean, I just think that in life, the most important things is family, okay? Family, health, and the loyal and the trust of a good friend.
Very, very true. Well, thank you. It's always great seeing you, Joel Diaz. We're here, of course, in Indio, California, Boys and Girls Club. This is Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV.
Brad Pitt.